everyone's excited. Same. तो ठीक है. तो as you all know, today's session is about how to use your LinkedIn like a pro and how you can make the most of it. ठीक है. तो I'll introduce to you. So yes, then say hi to Devieka Gautam. She's our today's expert, and she's a LinkedIn optimization specialist. She's a content writer, and she's also a top seller at Fiverr and whatnot. And apart from that, she has also been running 2+ profitable businesses, so which is quite impressive. So this is all, and I think we are ready to go for today's session, जहाँ पे हम बात करने वाले लिंक्डइन के बारे में कि आप कैसे आपके लिंक्डइन को ऑप्टिमली एंड एफिशिएंटली यूज कर सकते हो टू ओपन अप न्यू अपॉर्चुनिटीज फॉर यू, आपका प्रोफेशनल करियर स्टार्ट करने के लिए एंड ऑल दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. तो यस,
Yes.
देन वी आर एक्साइटेड फॉर टुडेज सेशन. आर यू ऑल? सब लोग एक्साइटेड है अगेन?
यस यस ये लाइक चैट बॉक्स ऑन है गाइस, तो आप लोग जैसे पहले होता था, आप चैट बॉक्स में सारे आपके कमेंट, सारे एंथुसियाज्म, सारे एनर्जी आप चैट बॉक्स में दिखा सकते हो. तो
राइट.
हम बस वेट करेंगे कि पूरा चैट बॉक्स भर जाए, देन वी स्टार्ट द सेशन.
राइट.
ओके.
ग्रेट. एवरीवन
ओके.
एक्साइटेड, राइट? बढ़िया. कैसे? गुड. ओके.
Okay. So
ओके देन.
31 people have joined. So yes, Devika ma'am, she is our today's expert, and everyone has read her bio, ki how she mastered in this profession and how she was doing. So ये सारी चीजें मैं बोलने से अच्छा वो बोलेगे तो ये आपको काफी अच्छा लगेगा और काफी इंटरेस्टिंग लगेगा. So over to you, ma'am. Please, thank you so much again. You're joining us, joining you, Spire. Yep.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for inviting me, first of all. And the beauty is that I was invited on LinkedIn itself by you.
Yes.
That is the biggest testament that LinkedIn works. Okay.
Exactly.
And before I forget, end of the session में ये बोलना कि if one of you is not on LinkedIn, please join LinkedIn. Right? Most important. If you don't understand it, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Just reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'll be happy to help you out. With that, I prepared a very small PPT, so I know that it's mostly interactive and question and answer, but I didn't want to keep it very transactional. We'll do question and answers definitely, but just give me 10-15 minutes. I'll tell you how I leveraged LinkedIn today to do business, right? I'm today making and optimizing LinkedIn for my clients. First, I want to talk about that. Second, I want to talk about how I use LinkedIn for my own professional career. And then obviously I'll be very happy to take on questions from you guys, help you navigate LinkedIn. So I'll just share my screen fatafat. Let's see. Okay. Is it visible?
Yes.
Hi, it's visible. Great.
Okay. So it's very small. Okay. So welcome again. Quickly moving ahead. So this is the proof that LinkedIn works. I've optimized LinkedIn for about 800 plus of my clients. And these are where they live. So from India to US to Estonia to Bulgaria, I've done it all. And, the biggest question is, why is LinkedIn important? So I've worked with business owners, I've worked with entrepreneurs, I've worked with actors and actresses, I've worked with CXOs, CTOs, CEOs, as well as people who are just graduating with their college degree and don't know where to start when they're entering the corporate workforce. So I've worked with everybody. And so what I basically do is that when I optimize LinkedIn, what I mean is that I talk to my client, I ask them where they are at in their corporate journey or their professional career journey. I sit down with them, wherein we kind of help them figure out where they want to go. So sometimes my client kind of asks me, I want to switch a job, get a better job. The other, some clients tell me that they want to switch to a different industry altogether. For example, I see some military veterans who don't know where to, how to navigate, how to get that first job after their, military experience. Then some people want to get into administration, some want to get into human resources, so I help them. So first we strategize with them. I kind of leverage my knowledge of different career industries that I know. The most upcoming being metaverse and NFT, cryptocurrency and all that. Second thing that I do with them is I leverage my content writing skills and I craft a beautiful profile for them. And what we do is we kind of pick up two, three skill sets that is very specific to my client and we build on that. So we are basically selling that particular two, three skill sets of of that particular client. So what I would, kind of offer advice to you guys is try to figure out what is those two, three skill sets that you have and you start honing those, start practicing those. It can be content writing, it can be graphic design, it can be visualization or Power BI, anything, coding. But just know that maybe 1 or 2 years from now you'll be able to say with confidence कि भाई ये तो मेरे को आता है, like nobody can beat me on this, right? And 1 2 years is enough to master any skill. So these are some reviews that my clients left for me, and this is not some bragging, but basically proof that what I do is validated. So the first one, last line, if you read, the client already started receiving relevant job listings, right? Second one, the grammar is great, flow of language. So this talks about my content writing skills. And third one, the client reached out to me because she wanted a very particular job at Salesforce, and after my optimization, she landed that. So now I realize that the audience that we have today, you guys, you may not be too much into career, corporate. I understand that, which is why I'm bringing a very different perspective today. This is the proof that my business works, which you guys saw. Now I'm going to show you proof that how I leveraged my LinkedIn during my studies. So I did my engineering in specifically food engineering from Amity, Noida, and then I did my masters in management from BIMTech, specifically in retail management. And during these 6 years, I leveraged LinkedIn to the hilt. I landed an internship on my own. I landed some amazing opportunities, extracurricular opportunities, and most important that I'm proud of is that I went abroad to Netherlands on my own with just networking via LinkedIn. And I'll show you how I did it. While I show you that proof, I also want to give you top 3 reasons why you guys must leverage LinkedIn right now, wherein you are in your career path. First one is you get to network with professionals. So LinkedIn, as you know, has only professionals on there. You will never ever suffer any kind of bullshit, right? You have some Facebook or Instagram. You just know that the people there have some standing. They have done something in their careers, in their professional lives. So what you have to do is you have to simply reach out to your to people you think that you can have good conversation with. Try to figure out what is it that they actually do. Try to figure out what is it that how a day in their job looks like. It can be anything: data scientist, it can be a content writer, it can be some CEO even. I'm not even kidding. Some people, some of my clients have actually done that. This particular screenshot, November 25, 2016, right? This was my final year of engineering, wherein I wanted to land an internship. Internships are compulsory. I want to land an internship in a very specific domain called regulatory compliance. It's not that developed in India. It's not well publicized in the food industry specifically. But I wanted an internship in that. I wanted to see if I see myself making a career in regulatory compliance. So on November 25th, I decided that I shouldn't depend on my college. I should get this on my own. So I crafted this little beautiful message, and I sent this message to a top leader in Mondelez. Mondelez is today earlier known as Cadbury India. So basically, I landed an internship in Cadbury with just this simple message. I launched this message to that particular leader who was heading regulatory affairs at that time. And first, I wanted mentorship. I wanted to realize what is the potential of regulatory compliance in India. And second, I was hoping if it may convert into an internship. If not, the connection is good enough. And that is where, if you check out my credentials, I actually did a 3 month internship at Cadbury in the head office, Gurgaon. So first is LinkedIn helps you network with professionals. Second, why you should get on LinkedIn as of today is to research your career interest. So the age group you guys belong to, things can be very confusing. I get it. We see a lot of YouTubers, we see a lot of influencers who are making such quick bucks. So get that kind of pressure. Ki, degree karne ka kya fayda hai? Why don't we get into that? And why don't we, put our efforts there? But I am definitely pro degree. I'm definitely college. I'm definitely pro for, college education, college degree. But when you kind of decide on that, you get very confused. Ki, bhai, kare to kare kya? I was faced with this. I was somebody who wanted to, pursue medical all throughout class till up to class 11th, and then I picked up food engineering, and then I picked up retail management. So it's okay for me. I don't see that as failure. I just see as evolving, like evolution. My interests keep on varying until today. I entered entrepreneurship, which I'm very happy about. So it's that career graph, that career path that I'm very proud of. So LinkedIn will help you research your career interest. This particular image is of IFT Institute. It's Institute of Food Technologists. It's based out of Chicago, Illinois. And again, via LinkedIn, did I talk to some people who guided me towards this institution? I gained membership for it. And what I did was that I was on a task force. We were, one of 6 members who organized the 2016 IFT conference. So a lot of collaboration with people of common interest, that is food law, regulatory
Hmm.
compliance, food law. And we created this entire conference, and we were sitting in different parts of the world. So this was a very new experience for me. Like for somebody who had just entered college, it was very new, virtually collaborating with people from different nationalities, all via LinkedIn. And third thing is participate in extracurriculars. You never know where you get what opportunity via LinkedIn that you should definitely leverage. If there's some TEDx talk happening somewhere in town that you get to know via LinkedIn, definitely visit, attend it. If there are conferences happening like these, what You Inspire has organized, definitely go and attend. You'll definitely learn something new. So this particular image is something that I'm proud of. The first international trip that I took, you can see me here. So this trip, this was held by the Vakana University. It's a world's #1 university in agriculture. It's based out of the Netherlands. And what happened was, I came across their brochure in a way, wherein they were inviting students for a 2-week winter school on food law. And this is very interesting to me. So it was a very competitive course. I asked my parents if I could go. My Indian parents were a little concerned because I'd never gone abroad ever. But so my mother basically told me that just prove it that you can get in, and I'll fight the world to get you there. So within about 2 weeks, I practiced. I wrote the application. I got in, and my parents then, fortunately sent me. So it was very fun. My first international solo trip ever. And this was 1 week. I made some lifelong friends there, and it opened a new world to me. For somebody who had just been in India all throughout my life, it just opened what the possibilities could be just via LinkedIn. So I mean, imagine this was way back in 2016, 2017. It's been 6, 7 years since then. So you can imagine the massive opportunities that LinkedIn has of today. And all of this does not even include entrepreneurship, which is something that I'm very passionate about today. And you guys have that opportunity to pursue it. So I should definitely recommend you guys get on LinkedIn. And this is my LinkedIn profile. Please reach out to me, like I said earlier. If you have any issue anywhere, crafting anything, I just wanted to give you proof as to how I leverage LinkedIn to, do some good things in my life, in my professional life. Number two, help my clients do things that they want, score new jobs, transition to different countries, build their, image online. And that is the proof part. The implementation part is, I am asking you, just make a profile on LinkedIn, ask me for help. I'll be very, very happy to help you. And the biggest thing that you guys should never forget is that age is on your side. If today you guys go out on LinkedIn and reach out to any professional out there and just be like, hey, I'm in school, I'm in first year college or whatever, they'll be very happy to help you. The power of the youth is what they call it. People love enthusiasm, so you just have to display that, and people will lap at the opportunity to help you guys. So definitely, as I've been kept on, keeping on saying till now, just get on LinkedIn. With that, I'm very, very happy to answer any questions that you might have. So please, let's start.
Yes.
Okay, yes, that was very great and informative journey about how you started your career and how what are the things you achieved in a very no, not a short span, but still you have achieved lot more in these few years.
Yeah.
And we got now validation ki using LinkedIn and leveraging LinkedIn made you appear and like even as we said like as you said ki we also got Devika ma'am from LinkedIn also. I
Yeah.
approached her in LinkedIn. So now we got a validation ki using LinkedIn is so important nowadays, and I believe in upcoming future maybe LinkedIn is nowadays becoming more powerful than your CV or resume. Like
Yep.
companies are asking ki okay, it's okay, you have a nice CV, you designed it very well, but please share your LinkedIn profile with us. So
Yes.
this is how LinkedIn is making what I can say, different power in your, adding up different power in your social life and in your professional life. So moving forward now, as we got a validation about LinkedIn is must for in our career, in our professional life, so we can now ask whatever questions we have on LinkedIn, and like how to like if there are maybe few people जिसने अभी तक LinkedIn बनाया भी नहीं है, तो we can start from there, from scratch to end, कि कैसे बनाना है LinkedIn, कैसे नेटवर्क करना है, क्या नेटवर्क क्या होता है, what if I message someone, कैसे मैसेज करना है, what if they reject, like most of people don't message, don't network with people because they fear of rejection. तो इस चीज़ में हम बात कर सकते हैं. तो guys, it's a totally interactive session from the for next 30 minutes. So put all your question in your Spire chat box, and you can also open your mic to ask question.
बिल्कुल.
Ma'am, I would like to ask one thing. The networking part is very difficult for anyone. Like if I am new to LinkedIn, and I hesitate mostly while approaching others whom I didn't know. So how should I tackle this? The person is unknown to me, and I feel that whether he will reply to my queries or my texts or not. So this is a very big hesitation for me. So how should I tackle this?
Okay. So first of all, get the fear of rejection out of your mind. Never expect anything. Like this is my philosophy. Never expect कि अगर तुम कुछ कर रहे हो तुम्हें उसका benefit मिलेगा. अपनी तरफ से try करो. If it happens good. Having said that, LinkedIn पे what you have to do is, there are two ways I see this happening. One is a lot of people are posting a lot of content these days. They're posting a lot of things on their feed. So one thing that you can do is write very constructive things, write your opinions, but good ones on their posts. Interact on the post. There's something which is very common to LinkedIn. Anybody who writes content, anybody who puts content on LinkedIn, they want people to interact with them. So their content space is something wherein you can start conversations. For example, let's say I post something, okay, and I post something about entrepreneurship. You are interested in entrepreneurship, so you post one comment there. I like your comment, and then we start 2-3 messages, we do back and forth. Then suddenly I get a request from you. There is 100% probability that I'll accept your request because we have already communicated on the comment section. So that is one good strategy. Second is, when you're sending requests to somebody on LinkedIn, what you have to do is, there's a small box there which says add a note. In that, you can just prepare one liner from you, of yourself, introducing yourself, saying you are blah blah blah, and one line which connects the person that you're sending the message to and you. For example, if the common connection is you both are interested in, let's say, brands, or let's say you both are interested in coding, just write one liner, and just you can add, I'm passionate about this, I would love to I would love to establish a professional connection with you. So if you go back to the presentation that I made, you must have seen the small message that I sent. That is the message that landed me an internship. So you can imagine the power of such a small message. And trust me, that leader, my mentor, was not even in my connection list. I, by the way, also attached a resume there because I was a little focused. But yeah, it's as simple as that. As of that was back then. As of today, I would prioritize that you start commenting on people's posts, and then maybe prioritize, sending a note and adding them to your connection list.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. That's great. I hope Naveen, you got your answer. I got a one more question from chat box, so I would like to just tweak that question a little bit. Just nowadays, like everyone is just now building their LinkedIn profile. Everyone is present here are college students. So, a LinkedIn profile when we are creating as a college student, what are the information we should have in our LinkedIn, and what the information we should not have in our LinkedIn?
Okay, so if you're a bachelor student, you should definitely add your high school, class 11, 12. If you're not a bachelor student, if you're a master student, try avoiding it. Because as you try to enter the corporate workforce, the school kind of takes a backseat. That's number one. Number two, I think pictures have a huge role to play. So it's like a Facebook banner, right? The first thing you see is the picture. So on LinkedIn, apart from a profile picture, there's a banner there. So just get on Canva, right? Use the free version of Canva. Just craft a very nice, creative, personalized banner for your profile and put it there, so that anybody who sees your profile, they kind of understand, okay, इस बंदे का ऐसा प्रोफाइल होगा, that is what their interests lie. It may be very simple. Two things, three things is, add your volunteering activities. So in college, I remember, like, we all do a lot of volunteering things, right? It can be anything from debate to sports to blah blah blah. So there's a small section on LinkedIn wherein you can add your extracurricular activities. Add that. I don't think in resume हम लोग इतना डालते हुए तो इतना भाव मिलता है from people. So it's better you display it on LinkedIn. So that kind of brings your whole personality across. So the focus then becomes less on your academics and more over your personality. So that is one way. Work experience, I don't think we have, given we're in college, we don't have not entered the corporate yet. So it's okay not to add anything there. If you want, you can just add your school name or college name and just write that you're a student pursuing blah blah blah, and then your interest. One more thing that I can see a difference is that before you've entered the workforce, you kind of mention your passion, you kind of mention your extracurricular activities like listening to music or maybe designing websites, something from a side hustle thing. As you enter the corporate workforce, it becomes very professional. So before you enter the workforce, you can bring that side of a personality which would not be very job centric in a way. So see LinkedIn as your projection of who you are, but in a professional sense. Just see LinkedIn like that. That's how I started making my LinkedIn in first year of college, and I actually started doing it because I was so sick of maintaining a file of all my certificates, and I had no way to show them off to the world. So I said, let's put it on LinkedIn. कहीं ना कहीं digital इस पे डालते हैं, somebody might see it somewhere. So that's how I started on LinkedIn in first year. And then it kind of the UI was so good, I kind of got into it, kept on updating it from time to time, made a lot of network and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Okay, so like related to the same question, like now I'm a student. I just created my profile, and now I think, okay, let's do freelancing work. And getting freelancing work from Fiverr and this kind of website is too difficult as a beginner. So how I can leverage LinkedIn as a freelancer? Can I just use LinkedIn as a portfolio for me, like all the designs, all the projects I just put in the LinkedIn? क्या ऐसा करना चाहिए, या फिर कुछ चीजें डालकर कैसे इसको एक्सप्लोर करा जा सकता है एज अ फ्रीलांसर बिगिनर?
Freelancer beginner. So, okay. Two ways. One is what I'm doing right now. I've been on Fiverr for 2 years, so I have a lot of client reviews built up. So what I've done is I've just linked my Fiverr profile to my okay. So on LinkedIn, there's a small section called featured, and in featured, उसमें क्या होता है? You can add in pictures, videos, documents, or website links. Okay. Um, what I have done is I have linked my Fiverr profile there. I have mentioned about the things I do on a Fiverr profile in my summary. This is somebody with 2 years experience and a lot of clientele on Fiverr. Somebody who's a beginner in freelancing, what I would suggest is that put your portfolio in that featured section of LinkedIn. Also put your Fiverr profile, but don't focus on your Fiverr too much if you haven't had a lot of clients or success on Fiverr. Yeah, so one, leverage that featured section, because featured is like there's a banner, there's a profile picture, there's a headline, your location, and then the first thing is the featured section. So anybody who comes to your profile, they can see that your portfolio is there. At the same time, just write about your freelancing, interests and journey. Mention about some projects that you did, the skill sets that you have, both technical and personal skill sets, in the about section. And then that once that freelancer profile on LinkedIn is ready, you can start sending out your LinkedIn profile itself. Share your LinkedIn profile. That will become your freelancing portfolio.
Okay, okay. So, moving to the next question, like now I created my LinkedIn profile and I just said that featured wala section, and everything is fine. Now, how to get the first client from LinkedIn? Like, first, let's say not a client. how to network, like as a beginner, what is your suggestion कि कैसे approach करें, किसको approach करें? Like people do mistake कि they approach to very good person or very big personality, and they feel like कि, okay, now I'm not getting results and I'm not getting replies from them. So what we can do in that case?
Like I said before, remove the expectation that somebody would want to, interact with you. Everybody would accept a request. Remove that expectation. Just try your best. If it goes well, it goes. If it doesn't, it's okay. No big deal, right? Second thing, again, like I said, try to comment on people's posts. Try to interact with them on a public level. Third thing, try to add them, send them a request, add them to your connection list, and then write a small personalized note, like I mentioned previously. So that is how you can start networking. How do you find people to network? Go to the search bar on LinkedIn, and in that you can either search via hashtags. So let's say entrepreneurship is of your interest, right? Just let's say, for example, TEDx is of my interest. I want to see who are those people on LinkedIn who take active interest in activities such as conferences such as TEDx, conferences such as Model United Nation. Just search there, you'll find a lot of people in the list aa jati hai. So how LinkedIn shows the results is that people, companies, education, tag, etc., etc., etc. So there you will see a list of people who share the common interest with you, and then you can add them. There is your first note ready. Hey, I see that you're in the same group or you have the same interest such as in TEDx conference. I'm interested in the same. How about we connect and chat more? Simple. Now replace TEDx interest with, let's say, coding. Let's say I'm passionate about cryptocurrency. Let's say anything, stock market. So that is one way how you can add people. Search on that small search bar that LinkedIn has provided. Yeah, that's how you find your interest. And otherwise also I feel the algorithm of LinkedIn is very cool. So you wouldn't even have to go out a lot. You just have to have some certain connections in your kitty, and then LinkedIn will automatically start recommending people to you. I'm
Ma'am,
sorry.
I would like to ask.
Sorry, I'm just sorry. Just one minute, Naveen. I saw a message on by eBazaar, way to add portfolio. There's a small section called featured. If you go to your profile, you will see this three dots. Should I just show it to you?
Yeah.
I just show it to you.
Yes, that would be better.
Yeah. Um. Okay. Great. So this is my profile. You can see it, right?
Yeah, it's business.
So Ismay, what you have to do is, this is the feature that I'm talking about. And how it happens is add profile section, add featured. Okay? So this is my profile. You scroll down, this pops up, add profile section. You can add a lot of things here. This is add profile. So you just click here. It will take you to this featured section wherein I have this is my personal website. This is my Fiverr link. I wrote an article which got published on Quint. This is something that I made on Instagram. So I've added all these links here. If you have some certificate, okay, I should share this also. If you have some see, add a post, add newsletter, article, link, media. So for example, if I have some certificate that I've won, I can put it here.
Okay, that's great. Again, we got a question from chat box only from Samay. We got this. कि, do we have to accept the unknown connections जो हमें मिल रहे हैं, unknown connection request or not?
Yeah, I always add the unknown connections. First of all, I have a creator profile, so anybody can follow me. Second thing is, I believe in serendipity, so you never know कहाँ पे कौन सा connection बन जाए. So for me, my personal opinion would be definitely say yes to everybody you don't know, accept their connection, send out such connection requests also, not spam them, but try to make a conversation once. Make sure that everybody who's on a connection list, you have at least had a conversation with them once, because that's the power of networking. You never know what connects where. So definitely add in unknown people. For example, let's say what happened is that okay, so Naveen and I are not connected. It's just pure example. And Naveen sends me a connection request. He and I add him because I'm the habit of adding unknown people. And suddenly I see that our common connection is Shabir. And then we start talking about what You Inspire is doing, right? We open a new conversation altogether, and we find new possibilities for partnership. So that happened because I said yes to accepting unknown request. So, in my opinion, please do. But I think LinkedIn somewhere says that don't accept people you don't know. Do it at your own risk. That is what I would like to say. Yeah.
Okay, okay, and again, there is new trend that सारे teenagers are looking for it. कि, everyone want to be an influencer, creator in Instagram or YouTube. So, like if we compare Instagram creator or LinkedIn creator, what will be the better option for the creator?
It depends what you're trying to create. So, see, LinkedIn is not very visual. It is not very Bollywood-ish. It's not very dancey. It's not very salesy like Instagram is. I'm not saying Instagram is bad. Instagram is amazing, but Instagram has its own niche created. If you're a small business owner, we see all these crunchies that people are making these days. Okay, we are seeing all these
Yes.
people are selling these earrings. That is not possible on LinkedIn because उसका audience जो उसका business से सामान खरीदेगा, that's on LinkedIn, right? On sorry, that's on Instagram. On LinkedIn, it's more of a professional audience, right? So both have the different audiences. It's up to you what you tend to go towards. Yeah, I mean it's as simple as that. If you want to build your career, if you want to, net, you get it. If you're not, what how I see is if you're not very creative, go to LinkedIn. If you're very creative in terms of music and dance and likes and photos
Reels.
and pictures, then go on Instagram. Yeah.
Okay, so like here the points come like as we just discussed about freelancing. So let's say photography, like I want to do a photography as a freelancing. So how I can make this? Just now you said ki if you are a very artistic person, your good place is Instagram. So as a photographer, as a creative person, how I can stand out in LinkedIn?
Very good question. So, okay, so I think in this creator economy, don't limit yourself. What I am actually doing is practicing the same philosophy. If I'm posting something on LinkedIn, I'm also posting on my Instagram. You never know what picks up where. It's all about going viral. I don't expect to go viral, but I believe somewhere, if let's say I put a post on both these platforms, if somewhere on that post LinkedIn gets 10 engagements, on Instagram they might be just one engagement because I post about entrepreneurship, I post about copywriting skills. But for me, if I'm adding value to that one person on Instagram, it makes sense for me to put in that effort. So again, I would recommend from a personal point of view to you know put whatever you're creating on all the contents all the platforms. You never know what works where. Having said that, if it's a photography arena, post it on LinkedIn also. There obviously are so many professionals on LinkedIn who are pro photographers, right? And they
Yes.
must be posting their portfolio. So in that case, there might be a very good chance that the chances that stats are reversed. They might be getting 10 engagements on Instagram and one engagement on LinkedIn, but one engagement on LinkedIn might give them a new opportunity somewhere. So what I would
Yes.
recommend is अगर एक बार मेहनत कर रहे हो कंटेंट बनाने के लिए which is very difficult, post it everywhere you like, maintain the quality that you want for your brand, and don't expect that it'll go viral. It'll, you know, build up very quickly, very soon. Do it because you love it. That's it. That's what I would recommend.
Okay, okay, that was a very satisfying answer. Okay, we got a question in chat box, so can you please read it? It's a big question actually.
Which one? What? Okay, what post?
Kumar Avi, how to?
How to know to whom we should trust the unknown connect in LinkedIn? Otherwise, it can result in waste of time. At last, the other person changes his mind. Okay, so I don't understand the last part wherein the other person changes their mind.
It can result in wasting time.
Uh, Waste of time again, kind of maybe ties back into what I said earlier. Don't expect that you will get anything. Whenever you even network in general life and professional life, never expect that you will you know, reap the benefits of the time you invested. A very good way that I kind of apply is that I don't look at it as networking, getting something from somebody. I look at it as helping. So, for example, when Shabir reached out to me, he said, "Would you like to take a session?" I said, "Okay, cool. I've accumulated so much of knowledge. So why don't I, get on a call and try to just talk? You never know who I might help." So I come from that mindset, and I think that is what has helped me till now. The
Yes.
message that I sent for the internship, in my head, somewhere I was praying, I hope it converts. My parents will be so proud that I landed something on my own. But first was, let me just get in touch with such a, distinguished leader, because I was planning to make a career in that line. And he kind of told me things which made me realize that maybe this line is not will not be a good fit for me. So on a very personal note, I was actually planning to get a master's degree in food from US at that point in time. And I kind of thought to myself, it's very important before I take such a huge loan on my parents' head that I be very sure that this is what I want to pursue. And that is where I started networking. And at that point in time, I got an internship. They realized this might not be a good fit for me, so I shouldn't, get my master's. I decided to change my path. So all I'm saying is, look at networking as helping people. Maybe my mentor would have thought the same, and that is how, like, you would not feel that your time got wasted or somebody else's time got wasted. It helps. I don't know if you guys follow Gary Vee or not, but that is
Yeah,
what
yeah, of
he
course I know.
says. He says kindness it is, right?
Right.
So just help people, and somewhere, someday, that help will come back to you. So yeah, that is my
Yeah.
philosophy. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's great. Like, I have a last question. Like, in LinkedIn, does the followers matters or the connection matters? Like, do we have to work for followers?
I think is there really a difference these days? I don't know.
Sorry.
Is there really a difference between connections and followers these days? Everybody has that follow button activated on their profile. What happens is that if I go to your profile and you have that creator more activated, then I can follow you. But if I
Hmm.
send you a connection request, you get to then see my posts, I get to see your posts. We both can
Yes.
interact mutually, right?
Unless and until we connect, we can't chat.
Huh. But if you look at it the other way, let's say you have a huge following. Okay, you don't have time to accept people's requests, and I start following you. You're posting some great content. I regularly make it a point that every time you're posting and writing something nice, something very constructive. Wouldn't there be a good chance that if I send a request to you, you'll suddenly be like, oh, Devika interacts a lot on a post, let's talk to her. Right.
Yes.
So I think today, given LinkedIn is promoting its creators so much, that is how the game has become. People are more into getting those followers or following people rather than making those connections. But in a way, at the end, it's the interaction between two people that matters, and that is happening. And LinkedIn is doing a very good job at it.
Okay.
I don't know if a lot of people, a lot of you guys know, but there's a way if you can connect with people even if they have that follow button on. Do you know how to do it?
No.
No.
Okay, I'll just show it to you. So there are a lot of times that you go to somebody's profile and you can just follow them because they have their creator mode on. Okay. Um, how do I show it to you? So, how will I show it? Okay, wait, wait. So, this is just an example. So, let's say this is somebody random and I'm on the profile. There's a follow button and there is more. You can't see anything else.
Right.
So, let's say you want to add them to your connection list, go to more, and here you will get an option, send connection request.
Okay.
So this is something that is hidden here. Just try it out. I can't show it here, but just try it out. You go to somebody's profile and then you can add them, you can send them a connection request also instead of just following them. And that is what I do because a lot of people have this follow button on. I always go to that hidden button and I'm like, add connection. So, yeah.
Okay. So we got a new feature कि हाँ पता चल गया कि कैसे करते हैं.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, do you guys have any questions, or we can just end this session, and or else you have to ask something else,
I
or else, man, you have to add some value, or give some advice to this young students. So what would be that?
I just want to answer Romji's question if I'm pronouncing that name correct. So
No, no, wrong.
the saying that Insta is connecting business to customer and LinkedIn is connecting business to business, I would beg to differ. Like the
Okay.
presentation that I shared, my clients on LinkedIn, the portfolio that I've put, they're not businesses, they are people. They're people who I am reaching out to, who are reaching out to me saying that we want to improve our profile. So LinkedIn today is not just B2B, it has become B2C also. So LinkedIn is, I think, at the rate at which they are releasing LinkedIn Creator Platform, they actually, launched LinkedIn Creator Platform to India. So they are selecting for the first time 200 LinkedIn creators, and they're pretty much making it a social media site, but I'm pretty sure a very good one, good quality one. So LinkedIn is gonna be like very
Next
Insta-like,
big
but
thing.
towards
The
a
more
professional.
creative one.
Yeah, yeah, towards a professional side. Yeah, I think I've answered all the advice. I did an MBA and I've done that. I'm not too sure if this is the right question for this session.
Yep.
Please reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'll be happy to guide you.
Okay, there is a question from Sanjana Kataria. I can't understand this. Can you please?
What do you so reach? That is
Okay.
kind of a point.
ठीक है. No worries. So I think we'll wrap this up because I believe कि काफी सारा
हाँ,
informative insight.
Information.
Sanjana, that's true. I mean, I agree with you. You really have to put in that effort on LinkedIn. You really have to put in that effort in networking with people. And I promise this to you, it'll come back to you in all good ways. So yeah, definitely you reap what you sow. Yeah, put in the efforts today. Someday, be consistent. Post, 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 post. Someday your post will go viral, and then one day your graph of following will be like boom. So yeah.
क्या बात है.
Yes.
Anyway.
ठीक है. तो
So, any advice for these young students and who are just willing to grow from their comfort zone and they are now joined a Use Fire to start their journey? So, what would be that your advice for them?
My advice would be don't pressurize yourself too much. Be in the right network, and I don't have to say that because this is the right network. Right, I can promise I've interacted with Shabir. I've seen the kind of messages you guys are sending, the questions you're posting. This is the peer group that you must be around, and if not today, this will help you in the future. This is you don't get to know it, but this is molding you in the right direction. So keep at it. And needless to say, get on LinkedIn. Take your time, understand the platform, start posting slowly. If somebody posts a very bad comment, don't take it very seriously. Don't take it because they don't know you. You're just on a laptop writing something. Don't take it very personally. I've faced that. I've suffered from it, but now I'm over it. But just start posting, right? It'll really help you in the long run.
Yep. So that's the end of this session, guys. And Naveen will be posting feedback form in the chat. Please do give feedback on this session and what you loved and what are the things you got from the session again. And over to you, Rohit.
yeah,
Please take
yeah,
it.
sure. ठीक है. So thank you so much, ma'am. I would like to take a moment to thank you, and we are really grateful कि आप इतने short notice पे you came and shared lot of valuable insight right from how you can optimize your LinkedIn का profile to start your freelancing career, then optimization again, network करना लोगों के साथ. Then all those things were really new to us and to all the community members as well, I believe. So we are really grateful for that thing. And